Hi guys, today we're looking at a brand new prototype keyboard. I'm actually really excited about this. This is the X-Bose keyboard. I was sent from X-Bose. Go check in the About section for links to everything about X-Bose. It's a bit difficult to talk about because they're quickly moving through their testing and production phases to get this keyboard ready to go to market. And they sent me an early prototype version, and I'm just really excited to be able to test an early prototype of anything, let alone a keyboard, which is really exciting. So let's get in and take a quick look at the X-Bose keyboard. Okay, the first thing to say is this spacebar is a 3D printed spacebar, and the reason it's 3D printed is they haven't actually made their final design for this spacebar yet. You see it's super short, and there's some unusual keys in and around here. They're still figuring this out, and you can tell everything about it. This keyboard says prototype. Just look at the side here. You can see there's a couple of pieces of plexiglass in there. The two pieces of milled aluminum top and bottom. But you know what? They haven't even put feet on this. So this is just metal on my metal desk here. This totally is not the final design. If you go to the website, or at least when I did, I got to see the different case design that they're going to move towards as they progress to final. But there's so much to talk about with this keyboard already. First thing to say is the type of switch that it's got. The type of switch that it's got is this Emu LED backed switch. I'm just going to zoom in here. Now again, I don't know, because this is a prototype keyboard, how much of this is going to move forward into final. But you can see that's their Emu switch right there. And that Emu switch looks different than other Emu switches because it's got the LED integrated inside of it. You can tell that when they've got these weird sidewalls on it. These keycaps are actually quite cheap keycaps. They're ABS single shot, laser etched. They're quite common with budget keyboards, but of course this being a prototype keyboard is miles from being budget. The Emu switches feel a lot like the Cherry MX switches. I actually struggled to tell the difference between these and Cherry MX. Let's just take a quick look at all the things that we can talk about this keyboard. Okay, the first thing to say is this has like a modified ortholinear design. So you can see all the letters here are in rows fanning out in order to accommodate from your fingers. So, as a caveat, I'm going to be terrible at typing on this thing. I just want you guys to know that when I start to type on this, I'm going to be slow. I'm going to be slow. Okay, but you can see as part of that, there's some unusual design choices that they've made. One is that everything is tipped in towards the middle like this. Sure, but you'll notice that the enter key is over there, and the enter key is over here as well on your thumb, or I guess on your finger if you wanted to do that. There's also an extra backspace here, which again, I'm not sure if my thumb is supposed to reach for that, or if that's supposed to be an extra fingery thing. There's another backspace up in that corner. So this is like a TKL design, but with a modified bend in. You'll also notice that the bottom row goes Control, Windows, Alt, Shift, which is unusual. And then on the right-hand side, it goes Control, Alt, Function, Control, Shift. Page up, page down. Backslash. Insert del. It's definitely unusual. It's definitely got some like stuff happening with this board. Now I'm just going to give it a quick typing sound test so you can hear what the Emu Blues sounds like. But just a reminder, because it's like ortholinear with a twist, I'm going to be terrible at typing on this thing. Part of my thing is that I struggle to type on these things. But hey, let's do it. Honestly, if I was pressing delete enough, like the proportionate number of times, you would see just how much I struggle with this. It's just because I'm not used to it. I don't typically go for ortholinear keyboards. But this one's particularly unusual. The other thing that's a little bit unusual is that these are Clicky Switches. Emu Blues, but this is an Emu linear switch on the spacebar. Again, I don't know if they did that on purpose or why they did that really, but it's definitely the only linear switch on the keyboard. I'm really excited about this keyboard. I think it's super cool. It's kind of rare that we get these unusual designs in the mechanical keyboard world. Like, this is something that's new and different. And like, even if you're not somebody who is mega into the linear thing, I mean, it's still a cool and refreshing change from the usual. I don't know really anything about it. I don't know if it's programmable or not. I don't really know. I'm just gonna plug it in and we're gonna see what happens. Oh, LEDs! Look at that. Let's turn the light out. Those are definitely some LEDs. Oh, there's some sort of like breathingness happening to it, but it didn't come with an instruction booklet, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, how does one change the lighting? I don't know. Wow. Wow. Now it's blinking. It's getting brighter. Now it's dark. I don't know what that's doing. I don't know what function del must do something. Maybe it's programmable. I genuinely don't know. Well, guys, I'm going to contact Xbose and ask them to provide more information for how exactly to use this thing, because I really don't know how to program it or to turn off the LEDs or any of that stuff. But what I am going to do before I put it away, just unplug it there, and I'm gonna sneak a little peek inside here. I think it's totally worth it doing that. Oh, it's like a standard offery thing. No, this is a prototype board, guys. This is not going to look anything like the final one. I can't quite tell what microprocessor that is. But I mean, if ever you've seen a prototype keyboard, that's it. I mean, look at the glue up in here. This is a prototype. It's not really fair of me to have done this. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to pop this back together. You want to know how you can tell it's a prototype? Look at these screws, man. They are asymmetrical as hell. Look, there's 3 on that half and 2 on this half. But again, prototype. Our prototype for the LJD61 1-up keyboards was also asymmetrical. We had like 7 screws instead of the final 10 design. If I had any suggestions for Xbose, it would be detachable cable and make it programmable. Other than that, I think it's pretty cool. That unique design is kind of neat. The thumb enter is sort of weird. You kind of have to lift your thumb over the spacebar to get to it, which is kind of weird. But definitely a neat design. Well, thank you very much for tuning in today, guys. Thank you to Xbose for sending through their prototype keyboard. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's pretty cool, and it's going to have some cool features for sure. Like I said, I'm going to contact them about how to use it because I didn't get an instruction booklet with it, so I'm a little bit unsure how it's going to turn out in the end. In the meantime, you guys can go check out all about the Xbose design and learn everything you want about it in the About section below, or if you're on mobile, the About section's over here. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them in the comment section below. Always looking forward to hearing your feedback. Of course, I'll be passing this video along to Xbose, so any of your comments could make their way into the final product design. Thank you again to Xbose for sending this through. Really cool. Really happy to see people innovating in the keyboard space. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to press share if you're into sharing these sorts of things. If you'd like to support this channel, you can do so in the About section below. You can buy me a cup of coffee, scroll all the way to the bottom, or you can support this channel on Patreon. Thank you to everybody who already does. We'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.